The economic crisis is far from behind us. The way we communicate has so drastically changed that it's got everyone in the communications business very anxious. Clients and agencies are both struggling to understand today. And given that, how tomorrow pans out is anybody's guess. But despite all this uncertainty, clients seem to have a better grip on the fast-changing consumer and the fast-evolving mediums. Agencies, on the other hand, seem to be in denial or just not nimble enough to adapt. Khushbu Patodia spoke to a variety of clients and agencies to do a reality check and to find out what these madmen need to do to remain relevant.
Congratulations, GoFest 2012.
In its 7th edition, the Oscars of Indian advertising, popularly known as the Goa Fest, attempted to map the future of the communications business, which is only getting more complex with every passing year.
This year is about the magic.
Harnessing multiple mediums, fluidity of ideas, and storytelling that is a two-way street was what the theme of the festival, Magic of Ideas, tried to capture.
On how to make an idea just take off on a global basis.
This idea is the result of hundreds of hours of work.
But alas, as the festival progressed, what seems to have come to the fore are two key points. A, business will never be the same again. And more importantly, B, clients today are way ahead of their communications partner when it comes to understanding the pulse and pace of advertising and marketing.
I think one of the key problems faced by agencies today are homework. Very few agencies are doing homework. I hate this concept when people say, I saw the ad in the car and then I went and sold it to the client, which means you haven't done your bloody homework. And when you don't do your homework, it shows.
Many agencies should be worried about the kind of sentiments being expressed by clients. But then I suppose it's good that in Goa, agency people are getting a bit of a jolt.
It's not about campaign planning as much as conversation planning. I think agencies are slightly behind it because one is a question of decoding the new environment and second is skill.
Traditionally, advertising agencies have been the manufacturers of ideas and those that think ahead of the curve. But that trend seems to be slowly taking a backseat, with clients now clearly taking charge of the creative facet as well, leaving the good old agency as just a mere executioner.
I think there's a tendency now to spend a lot more time up front, spending a lot more time talking to consumers than before. I think that's one thing that clients are beginning to do well. I think clients are beginning to invest in org structures within the company with their competencies. So it's not uncommon to have someone who just understands digital well within a company. It's not uncommon to have someone who understands mobile well within a company. Or to build out whole social, you see in many companies the people who understand the network is a large number of people in the company. Because what they're beginning to see is that it doesn't dictate anymore what the communication strategy is. It's beginning to dictate what the product strategy and the business strategy for the company is.
Clients are thinking of a larger platform or a larger business issue which they need to resolve. And they can't just operate in a perception space. They need to get the reality of what they need to do absolutely right, or they're going to lose their business, or they're going to lose their leadership, or they're going to lose their jobs. So I think the degree of intensity around them looking for a solution is far, far greater.
That leaves advertising agencies in a rather precarious position. As clients become more and more discerning, their ask of the day are great ideas. Going forward, the ideas marketplace will only become more competitive, with clients partnering with the vendor who has the best idea to sell. Signs of which we are already seeing today. Tomorrow's world seems to suggest that marriage with many is the only way to a profitable future. And this truth of tomorrow is something agencies need to come to terms with.
Very clearly today clients are going to go behind the sources of the best ideas. It is important that agencies do not clone the thinking of the client, because every client finally looks not for a very happy ending to the meeting, but more importantly to something which is very innovative and breakthrough. If there's one thing that's at risk today is the fact that we begin to believe in repetitive models.
If I was responsible for a network advertising agency, I would absolutely have a few people that are absolutely helping clients plot the future. But not a lot of advertising agencies are. They're helping clients plot the next campaign, but they're not helping clients plot the future.
But it's still not too late. To stay ahead of the curve, agencies, apart from being at par with their clients, need to go that extra mile to stay relevant tomorrow.
What agencies need to figure out is not so much about whether they want to have every single competency. What they need to figure out is who are our best partners, which when combined will help our, the brands that we do work for be relevant and, exciting in the market. And both models work, quite honestly.
And only if this change kicks in immediately will agencies A, be able to regain some of their confidence, B, be able to challenge clients and not pander to them, and C, be able to reclaim some of their lost respect and ensure infidelity comes with consensus and not force.